What's up, everybody? Doc Dog 1985. There's levels to this. I got a quick video for you guys tonight. So, as you may or may not know, I have pretty much transitioned all the way over to PC now. I don't use my consoles at all, and my main goal now is to get my kids onto PC gaming. So, I have my two youngest kids that play games a lot. My oldest daughter, she doesn't really play games like that, but my 16-year-old, he's big into gaming, and so is Juju, who's my 10-year-old. Right now, my 16-year-old, recently I gifted him that Walmart PC when I was gifted the $2,000 PC, right? And since I have gifted him this PC, he has been playing on PC a lot. Now, he had a Steam account before when he got his Lenovo Legion Go, but he would only play the Lenovo Legion Go every once in a while if we went on family trips, or if for whatever reason there was a game that he just really wanted to play that he didn't have on PlayStation. But ever since he's got his gaming PC, which is funny because when I got the other gaming PC and I was like, hey man, do you want this PC? I could give this to you, or I could go ahead and freaking sell this PC or whatever, right? He was hesitant. He was like, I already got an Xbox Series S. I already got a PlayStation 5. Like, I'm cool. I'm chilling. Like, I don't need it. He didn't even want to put the PC in his room. He's like, I got nowhere to really put it and all this other stuff. But father knows best. I went ahead and connected it to his 1080p monitor anyways, because I tried to explain to him, like, look, this cheap Walmart PC that everyone has been making fun of for me putting on to a 4K screen and everything, even though a lot of people don't know what they're talking about, the PC ran perfectly fine. On a 1080p monitor, this machine is going to shine. Okay? I promise you. And I gave him that PC, and he's been playing on it way more than he plays on his PlayStation. Hands down. Now, he still uses his PlayStation for multiplayer games. That's the main thing that he plays on his PlayStation. He plays his Apex Legends, and Marvel Rivals is like the big game that he plays. But anytime he's going to play a single player game, he's playing it on the PC. And right now he's playing Doom Eternal is what he's playing right now, getting ready for Doom the Dark Ages when that drops. So yeah, so right now we're contemplating: are we gonna buy Doom the Dark Ages, or are we gonna go ahead and play it on subscribe to Game Pass and play it on Game Pass? We're not too sure right now. We're probably gonna end up buying it. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. But he knows that our backlog is pretty big, so there's a lot of games for us to play anyways. He's still not willing to go full PC just yet. He still has an affinity for the PlayStation. And even right now, I just asked him, like, hey, if a game was to drop on PlayStation and on PC, what platform are you going to buy it on? And this is what he told me. He said, if it's a game that I'm interested in, meaning that if it's a game that he's interested in and he knows that I'm not going to be interested in it, he'll go ahead and buy it on PlayStation. But if it's a game that I might be interested in, even slightly, he'll buy it on Steam so that I have a chance to play it later on down the road. And I told him, I was like, I appreciate that. You know what I mean? Because everything that I buy from this point on is going to be on Steam regardless. So you're going to be able to use it regardless, right? So slowly but surely, I'm trying to get him to go fully into PC as well. I think the hardest part is going to be the multiplayer, because I was talking to Ice Motion Gaming today. Playing multiplayer on PC is just a different animal, man. It's just a different animal. And he's also using a controller to play on PC. Now he does have a mouse and keyboard, but he's not using that to play games. He just uses that to navigate the PC. So because he does have like a desk setup, so he could learn how to play mouse and keyboard. Maybe that's the key. Maybe I'll push him to learn how to play mouse and keyboard. He's still young. He's only 16, and maybe he'll like that better, and then he'll go full PC. But for me, I'm just looking at money wise. It makes sense to go full PC. Games are cheaper. If we got to upgrade his hardware, we could do it little by little. I think it'll be a great hobby for him to start undertaking, learn how to take PCs apart, put things together. If he breaks the Walmart PC, putting it apart, taking it apart, like, I'm not too worried about it. I bought a cheap PC, and it is what it is. But yeah, I'm trying to get him over there to full PC. Now, as far as my youngest one, Juju, He definitely plays on PlayStation a lot more, especially because of the PlayStation Portal. So he loves being able to use the PlayStation Portal on his bed, on the couch, wherever we're at. And like he uses the PlayStation Portal around the house, and he's not taking up a screen. See, my son has his gaming desk with his monitor, so that's where he games. I game on the big screen TV or on my Asus ROG Ally if the family's using the TV. So Juju just has his PlayStation Portal that he games on. So for him, I think the best way to transition him over to a PC gamer would be something like the Steam Deck. Because I think the Steam Deck seems like it's going to be as easy to use as a PlayStation Portal, if not easier. You know what I mean? Whereas the Asus ROG Ally and the Lenovo Legion Go, they are PCs. Not that, Juju can't figure out how to use a PC. These kids are growing up with technology left and right, right? I think they use Chromebooks and all that stuff at school every single day. But still, he does like the simplicity of the PlayStation Portal when it works. And the PlayStation Portal works about 98% of the time. Every once in a while, Juju will have an issue where the PlayStation Portal is not connecting, and he'll have to come to the living room, switch the TV so that he could navigate to the PlayStation, and he'll either turn it off, turn it back on, try to do something and troubleshoot. And if it doesn't work, he'll just turn it off and go on his phone. So he's not really, tripping too much. But for the most part, I could say the PlayStation Portal in the house 98% of the time the thing works flawlessly, and I never hear him complaining about anything. So shout out to the PlayStation Portal for doing that. But if I want to get him to PC, I got to give him a similar experience that's not as aggravating, because if something is aggravating, Juju will just stop playing and he'll go play wherever it's easier. He'll play on his phone, he'll play on the cloud. To him it doesn't matter, right? So maybe the Steam Deck would be best. The goal is to have the entire family on PC. And if we're all on Steam, I was explaining this to my son, like even when they leave the house, when they move or whatever the case may be, it doesn't matter. If we are still part of a family in Steam, he can play whatever game I buy on whatever hardware he has, and vice versa. And I think that's ideal. I think that's a great thing to do. With the consoles, you could do something similar, but you can only do it with two consoles, right? Because you got to have a home console and then the ones that are online or whatever. See, with the Steam thing, it'll be me, Juju, and my middle son all sharing games together, and I think that's genius. I think you could do it up to 5 people on Steam. So we'll see. We'll see. Maybe Xbox will do something similar with Game Pass Family. I don't know. We'll see. But regardless, hey, give me some idea, guys. That's how you got your kids to get on Steam and transition them from console gamers to PC gamers. Overall, I just see it as a better deal. The only thing I can't convince my son on is the multiplayer, because it does look like the multiplayer experience on console is a lot better than it is on PC. I know a lot of PC gamers don't like to hear that, but the cheating and all that other stuff, it just is what it is. Yes, you could cheat on console, but it seems like there's not the same amount of cheating as there is on PC. But maybe I'm wrong. Let me know what you guys think. Doc Dog 1985. There's levels to this. We out. Peace.